Welcome to Top of the Hill Fitness. I'm Carrie and I've got a short, gentle but targeted routine for strengthening and toning the legs. Like all the stuff you know you should be doing rolled up in a tight little package. Have you subscribed? Please do. These videos will support the arts and your fitness when we have many subscribers. You could even pause this and go subscribe. All set? We've got artwork by Danny Singer, and the first of 15 leg exercises is a kneeling leg circle. So from the mat, you're kneeling on your left leg and you have your right leg raised. And we're going to do circles in one direction for 20 seconds and switch to the other direction after 20. So we're switching directions now. And I'm sure you're feeling this burn in your glutes, which is where you should feel it. We're getting the toughest exercise out of the way first. Just keep this slow and steady. We have a 10-second transition next. We'll do the other side. Okay, so take your time coming on to kneeling on the right leg. And the left leg extended out to the side. And just a small, steady circle. Keep it going, using all the strength you have in your hips and your glutes to keep the leg raised and keep that circle action going. And switch to the other direction. Just 10 more seconds. Okay, so come down to your back and we'll do a leg circle right side. So right leg up and as straight as you can get it. And we'll do circles in one direction for 20 seconds again and then switch to the other direction. So a nice big even circle. Think about pressing your lower back into the mat too. And we've switched directions now. Slow, steady circle. Thinking about being stable through your hips. Okay, and take a few seconds to stretch that a little bit and get the left leg up. So left leg is up straight and we're making a circle in whichever direction you choose first. And breathing nice and deep and slow with these exercises. And let's switch directions now. We'll stay on the mat for the next one, the single leg hip raise, right side. So we're raising, planting the right foot and pressing through the whole right foot to raise the hips off the mat. Keeping the left leg elevated so you're not using it. And slow and steady and strong, lifting the hips off the mat. Thinking about pressing down through your whole right foot so that your hamstrings benefit the most from this. And we'll just do the other side next. Pressing down through the left foot, raising the hips up nice and slowly, and lowering back down again. You should feel this in your hamstrings. And keep thinking about pressing down through your toes and your heel on the left foot. And breathing slow and steady. We're going to do a leg raise from sitting. So back up against the wall. And using your quad strength to lift the heel of one foot over the toes of the other foot. So you're just lifting about maybe 6 inches off the floor. Just 15 seconds to go. We'll do calf raises next, so come on up to standing. So you're just going from feet planted to up on your toes, and try to stick that landing at the top so that you take a pause once you're up on your toes, and then lower back down gently. And we'll try these 3 different ways. So now I'm just pointing my toes out to the sides. And we'll take a few seconds there, and then point the toes inwards. And we'll do the last few seconds that way. Next up is a side lunge with leg sweep, the right leg. Okay, so you're lunging off to the right side, and then still with that right leg, sweeping it over the left leg. So you're getting some benefit in the adductors, the inner thigh on this one, as well as the good benefits of the lunge for the quads and the hamstrings and the hips. Great, and we'll switch sides next. So from the left leg this time. The artwork behind me is by Danny Singer. It is a composite photograph made up of about 100 different images showing as faithfully as possible the town of Shaunavon, Saskatchewan. Danny has photographed dozens of towns across the Great Plains this way, and a beautiful book of his images titled Main Street was published a few years ago. His work is in the collections of the National Gallery of Victoria in Melbourne, Australia, the Vancouver Art Gallery in Canada, and the Denver Art Museum in the United States, to name just a few of the collections. And next up, we've got a single leg deadlift on the right side. So you're standing on your left leg and tipping forward, hinging from the hips to extend that right leg out behind you. So your back and your right leg should be parallel with the floor. Reaching down with the arms. And just taking a pause when your leg is extended out behind you and parallel with the floor. Just take a moment there and then lower down again. So slow and steady with this one, working the balance too. And we'll do the left side next. So you're standing on the right leg, working the balance on the right leg and hinging at the hips, tipping forward, extending that left leg out behind you, taking a moment when it's extended Get your balance, get the benefit in your glutes and your hamstrings. And lowering steadily back down. And let's get a few more repeats of that in 9 seconds to go. We're going to do the heel walk, always funny, next. So this is a good one for the muscles in the front of the shins. It feels a little funny, but you're just tipping back up onto your heels and walking with your toes first straight forward. And now I've got it opened up, doing a few steps with the toes pointed outwards. And then we'll do the next few seconds with the toes pointed inwards. And always trying to just be touching the heel to the mat. And toe walk is up next to balance that out a bit. So up on your toes, and your feet are pointed straight forward first. And we'll point the toes inwards for the next few steps. And toes pointed outwards and up on those toes again. So this is a good one for all the muscles in the calves. And we're coming up to our last exercise, a ski squat with a side leg raise. So legs pretty close together for this one, and lowering down into a squat, and we'll alternate the leg that we lift to the side once we get back to the top of the squat. So this delivers a nice combination of strengthening for many parts of the leg to finish off our little workout here. So keep breathing, keep up that nice continuous pace, and we're almost there. And that's it. Maybe you want to one day work up to 2 sets of that routine, but starting with 1 set, I think, is a great plan for today. Thanks for working out with us, and thanks for the artwork by Danny Singer. Please subscribe, give us a like and a comment, and we'll see you next time at Top of the Hill.